Hey everyone, it's the Modern Day Nana. Okay, this is a video about all the trash haul that I have been doing lately. Look at this adorable old alphabet board. It's plastic on the outside there, and that's metal where of course, obviously where the letters go. And so that was in the trash. The neighbor lady has passed away and her daughter's been cleaning out her house. So I have been going over and going through the trash like the last 4 weeks. But yeah, that was really cute. And I thought that would be adorable in a vignette. So there's so much stuff. Just that little mirror I picked up, and then there's a really neat picture frame there in the middle where, oh, and here is just a thing of foam that, she was probably using to make something with. This is one of the tubs that I got, but these are just little doilies somebody's played with and put on a metal thing. So those are both nice things, and a grapevine wreath that I can tear the stuff off of and use. Maybe even save some of the flowers. So just some crafty things that were in the trash. Here's a couple of doilies that, of course, I've got tons of doilies, but I wasn't going to let them go to the dump. So I picked them up and brought them home. Here's a tub full of stuff, and all these tubs I got over there too, these enamel tubs. This is just a really nice little paring knife. Looks brand new. Still in the little plastic sleeve thing, so picked it up. And then there's some canning supplies. That's just a little, metal cup. Was to a set. And that's to put in your jar when you're pouring your hot things into can. And then just a little funnel. So then look at these, you guys. Look at these old Tupperware salt and pepper shakers. They make a really cute ornament or something on the tree. The one I do in the kitchen. We'll do something with them. We'll have to scrub them, but that'll be fine. Let's see. Just a really nice bowl. I looked on the back of that. Oh, here's a little metal measuring cup. I have one similar myself. A Jello mold. That, of course, would be plenty of fun things to craft with it and do. Here's the bowl. Some of them said they were from England. They were just kind of miscellaneous, a few things, but I think, see, that says USA. But just a really nice dish we could do a lot with, putting something. This just was a clock that I thought was cute, and I like clocks, so we'll do something with that. Just a little vintage cup. And then there's this little oil lamp. The vase was busted, but that's okay. We can do something. Just a nice little basket. I didn't, want to pass it up. I thought this was cute. I think it's just like a little letter holder. They were farmers, so it's got a pig on it. A letter opener, just like a gold-plated letter opener. She was quite the lady, very pristine. Even her trash is pristine. So just another cute little dish. Would be great for a candle, jewelry, even lay your spoon on it, in the kitchen, on your stove. I put my glasses on here. This one might have been from England. So just really cute. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm trying to read it. Just gold, just a little wooden, I'm not sure, if this could definitely be a candlestick, something like that, and it'd be great for a base for something if you wanted to put a dish on that and glue it. Oh, shoot. Well, you can't hear it, but it does play, the little jewelry box. In fantastic shape. So pretty. It's like a silver plate on there or something like that. Very sweet. I didn't do anything to any of this. This was all, clean and just put in the trash. I don't know. Oh, here is I think it's the whole set. I remember making cookies with these cookie cutters when I was little. Look, there's a jack-o'-lantern. I think it's the whole set for all the holidays. Easter egg. Is that a church or a barn? Turkey. Christmas tree. There's Santa with his pack. Flag. And a bell. No, a candle. I don't remember that one, so that's neat. I don't think I have that one. And then there's just that little set of metal ones, and I think that did come in a set of 3. And then just a little biscuit cutter with the red handle, which, I collect. Well, you don't know, but I do. I collect this enamel and the red-handled stuff. So pretty doggone neat. Whole bunch of junk, but we can make something with it. Oh, and then this was just a level. I think it said it was from, Stanley. So just a nice level. And those were ceramic toilet paper holders and there's the one for the soap. And these are like the old school ones, the ones that are vintage. And my house is over 100 years old, and I don't have these, so I hope I can figure out a way to put these up in some of my bathrooms. That would be super cool. And then look at this awesome old retro trash can. It's in really nice shape. I mean, it's in really, really great shape. So, of course, I had to get that. Put some junk in it. Oh, here's just kind of a tub of stuff. A scrub brush. Oh, that might have been for shoes, because that red thing is for shoe shining. Yeah, and then just a vintage jar of Wright silver cream, which has still got silver cream in it. So we can put that up with our fun jars, and just knickknacks. I found there was a couple of nice pair of scissors in this stuff. So, oh, yeah, I was just going to show you this. Now, I've got one granddaughter that has asthma, and this thing is brand new. I'm sure she probably purchased it. I didn't look to see if it had albuterol or anything, but not sure what those boxes are, honestly, but it's just a really nice little inhaler, or, well, what do you call it? Nebulizer. There we go. So, yeah, I thought, oh my goodness, well, I'm going to, let my daughter see it and see if she wants it. Oh, here's this frame. So it's those old frames where it's painted like see, it's painted on the glass for the border around it. And just an old frame. Well, it's plastic. It's not old as far as, it might be 70s, but it's not like, old. It's not plaster. But anyway, just a mat we might be able to cut up and do something with. And then just this was still in the plastic. Just a photo frame. Yeah. Like 11 by whatever size, pretty big. And then this mirror, but I was thinking, oh, there I am. Hello. This would be cute. If we put some knobs on the bottom of it, we could make a tray out of it. It'd be nice with a candle display, or really with anything, like on your dining room table, as a centerpiece, for the holidays, many things. Or you could just set it up on a shelf if you have a mirror collection, which I kind of do, and do it that way. But lots of uses for it. And, the frame probably broke, so I'm assuming that's what happened at some point. We could maybe antique it, but it's already got that black spray paint on the back, so we'd have to figure out how to do that. But anyway, I didn't want to pass it up, so I grabbed it. And let's see what else we've got. Let me move this big frame aside. So much stuff. Now this is over a period of time. It's like I said, 4 weeks she's been putting stuff out. This, you guys, is first of all an adorable vintage case that you could use for loads of you know, decorating things you wanted to do. It'd be cute sitting in front of a Christmas tree, as like, ooh, somebody was getting the gift inside. I don't have a lot of blue, but I didn't let that deter me. Anyway, look what is inside of here. Now, I wish they fit me, but they don't. So we'll figure out something to do with them. I'm sure they were the daughters, the one that threw them out, because the lady's feet were much smaller than this. She was teeny tiny, which you'll see later. But they're no pair of roller skates. Now, somewhere I've got my old roller skates, and they're, I think, size 5s. These look more like they're about a 8 or so. I actually could try them on, maybe with some heavy socks. We'll see. But look at the case. I mean, that's, of course, what attracted me, was this adorable case that you could sit up on its side, sit with a bunch of suitcases, open up and make a vignette inside. Even the, even the lining is paper, but it's really in good shape. So cute. So I love getting anything that's like a case, something you can make like a scene in, or a vignette. It'd be adorable as a Christmas, Christmas theme, spring themed. Ooh, spring theme would be really cute because of the blue, like robin's egg blue. So, I was just sitting over there waiting for the trash man to come. I couldn't pass it up. So this, okay, well, this, I saw the case and was like, oh man, that case is super duper cool. I was a little shocked when I looked inside, but hey, no judgment, and who knows, what could be the case. Maybe they had these moved on to like DVDs or something like that, but this is a whole case full of slides, and they're all labeled. Even the boxes are really cool, though. Look at the boxes. So even if, we just did something with some of the boxes, or we just used the big box, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about using the slides in a, in a project, but maybe we could do something with them. There's like their trip to California, their trip to Disneyland, their trip to uh, wasn't Mount Rushmore. It was what's the one? Wyoming. So there's all these boxes of slides in this container, and I love the boxes, I love the slides, and I love the container. So, we'll see what we end up doing with it. But again, like I said, I couldn't, just let it go. See, they're just all the slides. Now, I think that these metal things maybe go like in, well, I don't know if the metal things would go in a carousel, but the slides certainly would. And, if you're old enough to remember those. Now, my dad had he has a bunch of slides when he was in the Korean War. He had them all made into slides. He's got all kinds of slides of, his time. He was actually in Japan, spent time in Japan. So really interesting. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. But I picked them up because I thought they were awesome, and we can do something with them. I think we could pretty much do something with any junk that we can find. We can figure out something to do with it. So there is that whole case, and pretty neat old case there. So we'll see what we do, and I'll show it to you and when we do a video of it. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got that snapped up. Let's see what else we've got. Do. Oh, here I come. Oh, yes, here. Yeah, this plastic tub was out there too, so I just brought it on over full of junk. An old rug beater. I actually have 4 or 5 old rug beaters, so it'd be fun to stick them all in a crock or something. That is probably one of the boys made it for her. It has her initial carved in the bottom there, but it's just a board that they've used as a cutting board, and you can tell it's really been used. It's got like a wax on it, so it's probably like linseed oil or something like that. I think linseed oil is food safe. But I thought that was cool. I'm not planning on using it as a cutting board. So then here's a couple of just stock pot lids. I don't think they even had their handles on them, but fun, neat. You can always use round circles for plenty of things. Just a couple more dishes that she had. I tried to read the backs, but I think I might have some with that red on it, and I have some a lot like that yellow too. So, just old dishes that were really nice. Oh, that one says USA. That's really just a nice neutral one right there. We could use that with a lot of things. So, oh, and then these 2 cake pans, and these are the cake pans that have the sliding lids. So those are super nice. Look, those have been used. Can you just think about how many great cakes and goodies were made in these pans? And now they're not going to the dump. Hell, start to say her name. My dear neighbor, I will make some goodies and we will continue on. These I think went to something. There's like 3, but I have done videos on using these for things before. These are really cute at like holiday time with just some greenery and a red little ribbon draped on them. They'd be cute decorations, ornaments, or hanging on a wreath or just hanging on a hook if you were wanting to do your kitchen. So yeah, I definitely kept them, and we will put them to good use. We can do some fun thing in the kitchen. I just makes me think of Christmas, so that might be the route I take with them. But yeah, they were to something. I'm not sure what. Okay, so there's that. Oh, let me see. I've got more stuff to show you, you guys. There's so much that, and this is after I'm sure they took everything they wanted. It's just some paper. But here's kind of my papery stuff I wanted to show you. These scrapbooks are adorable, and there's a few of them in there. And now, from what I understand, the way scrapbooks used to work is anything that you saw that you liked out of a magazine, a newspaper, or anything like that, you cut it out and you put it in your scrapbook. I don't know if maybe you wanted to do something with it or just look at them. I thought that bunny rabbit was super creepy, but it was probably the 60s. So I think they're advertising molasses. So, yeah, just look at look at the 70s, might be 60s, 70s advertisements. Look at that front room. Awesome. So anyway, these are just some scrapbooks she had. Again, everything's in super duper nice shape. It was just stuck in boxes or bags or whatever. So, and we might be able to do something with some of those photos. Definitely, if we make like a vintage vignette or something, we cut one out or tear it out and put it in a frame. Another scrapbook, more of the same. They were farmers. So, definitely run across some like farming themed uh, items that would certainly go with, what their lifestyle was. But super sweet. Oh, this was it's a replica of the old Sears and Roebuck catalog that it was like 1900. I have one. I also have one. It says Chicago on it. Um, that is actually older. The pages are more yellowed, but this is super fun in you know what this would be fun in? It'd be really cute in a Christmas vignette. Remember how you used to, kids would look at the Sears and Roebuck catalog and pick out what they wanted? That'd be fun. Here's just a couple of reading books that were in with the things, and they're certainly vintage, cute. So they'd be cute with just some, string tied around them. Can make a little school vignette. Oh, there's another scrapbook. More of the same. So, uh, and then, oh, look at this little one. It's an autograph book. I can remember having an autograph book when I was in like third grade, having everybody sign up for my birthday. It was not as vintage looking as that one. So, just some, I think, recipe books and some old envelopes, some things that got sent in, but those would again be cute in a stack, with some ribbon tied around them if you wanted to do a vintage. I'm pretty much thinking, especially with getting all this stuff, I'm thinking about doing a vintage Christmas, definitely doing a vintage Christmas tree. So, oh, these you guys, oh my goodness, these were all of her report cards over the years. Some of her school report cards anyway. So I didn't look at them, so I'm not sure what kind of grades she got, but I bet they were super duper good. But isn't that a great, great piece of vintage ephemera? Love it. It could be used, could make like a little stack of old letters from days gone by, tie a ribbon around it, put it in a vignette. This, I think, though, was the best thing that was the paper products. It's just a little file, like a file to keep, I don't know, I guess you could do recipes or um, people's, I don't know, letters, but look at the outside of the box. This is so like shabby chic, which I used to do a lot of real shabby chic stuff. Look at that. Look at the back of that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I don't plan on using the insides of it necessarily. I plan on displaying like the outsides. I love, those are some of my favorite colors. Just that like teal and pinks and roses, gold. So pretty. I love that so much. So I think that was the paper stuff. I'm just kind of trying to put this stuff away. We get rain here in a little bit, so I was cutting it close being outside, but I thought while I had it all together before I had put it away, I'd uh, show it all to you. Oh, here's the yardsticks. Here we are. Look at all these yardsticks. How cool are these? There's some square ones in there too, which I thought were neat. But I know we've all seen lots of things made out of old yardsticks. You can make Christmas trees out of them. You could make ornaments out of them. You could make stars out of them. You could make a box out of, right? I mean, lots of things you could do. And then this, I think, at first I picked it up. I thought maybe it was just like a mop handle, but you guys, I think it's a pool stick. I actually think it's a pool stick. You can let me know if you know. I'm not real familiar. My brother plays pool. He was on a league forever. Oh, I'm trying to show you this little side table. I picked it up really for the spindles on it. Obviously, you're seeing the really rough top, which I don't think I'll mess with it. But look at all the spider webs. Oh my gosh, on the bottom of that. But I really picked it up so we could cut those spindles off because those are super duper cool. And like I said, it was just going to the dump. I couldn't let that happen. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Pretty neat. We could do a lot with those. We've seen all kinds of like spindle crafts done. And then that at the top there, see, if we can get that off, that would be pretty just sitting on a shelf or something. So yeah, I think we've all seen tables like that. I actually have a couple that are in good shape that I use. So, okay, we'll put the yardsticks away, and I think the last thing I want to show you here is, yes, the fabric things. I'm going to give this to my sister. I showed it to her that night on the phone when I talked to her. It is from this lady's brother, I'm assuming, and it is a gift to her. He was in the army, it looks like, and it's for hankies. It's a little silk, and I can't really read what it says on there, but even the hanky says sister. Look how sweet. Perfect, pristine condition. Probably been in a box for 60, 70 years. You know how we do. We got to get our stuff out and use it. So anyway, yes, that is going to go to my sister. She's actually out in Washington, D.C. And we have quite a few military people in our family, but yeah, that'll be nice. And she loves vintage stuff, so she'll enjoy it. Just a hanger, I picked up. And oh, I think this is actual bone, you guys. It's a shoehorn. But I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's an actual bone that they've, done whatever they do to, sliced and polished and all that. Look at these couple of little bonnets. Little church bonnets, I assume. So cute. And I don't know when she would have worn these, or if she even would have worn them, if they would have been her mother's. They probably were hers, honestly. So I do have the beginnings of a vintage hat collection. So I'll have to get those out and display them, get them all together and display them. So there is this last bit. I was just absolutely shook. Oh, these are just a couple of embroidered, like long doilies. Beautiful. Very, very pretty. And if we don't, want to use long doilies, there's lots of things we can do with them. I'll have to do a video just on like cutting up or doing something, to use some of these doilies. That's a horseshoe pattern. Do you guys see that? I don't know that I've ever seen that before, but it makes sense for her. They were farmers. So, this is, I believe, a slip. It's just a little slip. It's lacy on the bottom, and there on the top. And then these last articles of clothing are, oh my goodness, you guys, I don't know, I just gasped when I saw them. I just thought they were so precious. There's 3 dresses. They're taffeta, and one of them is homemade. The other is not. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they did that because they're the very same pattern. Unless someone made it for her, maybe that's what happened. But like I said, she was a little beady gal the whole time I knew her, and it looks to me like she probably wore these, when she was like a junior, probably still in school. So, 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 so cute. Yeah, one of those little hats would actually go with this. That one, I believe, you could see all the stitching like it was homemade. So, I don't know. I don't want to cut them up. I'm going to see what I can figure out to do with them. Oh, yep. See, look, you can tell it's been sewn, um, on a sewing machine. So very, very sweet, just adorable little dresses. She might have sewn them. Who knows? So there's that light blue one, and then there is a cream colored one, which when I very first pulled the cream colored one out, I saw it first. I thought, oh my goodness, is this her wedding dress? Um, but it's the same. It's the very same pattern. But I think this one had a tag in it, which made me think, it was purchased somewhere. But she was, look how little the waist is, you guys. She was a teeny tiny little thing. Probably, she might have been 5 foot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here I am, ragamuffin in the back with my old top on. It's got paint all over it. But anyway, I wanted to show you these. And then there's one more that is a two-piece. And it's got some embroidery on it. And it has a belt with it. And it is just adorable red skirt and top. And the matching belt. So I am assuming that she had these when she was maybe in school. Look at that waist. It is teensy tiny. I took a yardstick and measured it. It was all the way around 22 inches. So, and look at this jacket. Oh, it's so sweet. They're all like a taffeta. And I'm not even really sure how to wash a taffeta, but like I said, they've probably been in a drawer for 60, 70. She was 92, so probably 70 years, packed away. What do you do with them, right? But I sure couldn't just let them go. I couldn't let them go. So the last thing I just wanted to kind of gather up and show you were these metal these enamel pots. Now I got one that was like a big cooker, like one of the speckled ones, like the black with the white speckles. And it also had the wire thing in it that you put your cans in. But yeah, I'm just showing you these. Look at all of these. How nice. Sitting over there in the trash. That one was used. You can tell that one was used a can in. You can see the rings in the bottom of it. But for a plant, for a display, like I said, of rolling pins or anything, cookbooks, you could kind of, put something in the bottom if you wanted to make it sit up in there higher. There's another one, and here's another one. A little wear and tear, but hey, how old are they? Look at these, you guys. I already have a whole stack of them out on my front porch. But they're great. If you could start getting like a set of something. Oh, here's this black one I was telling you about. See, look at the insides. And I have seen it maybe in pictures or something. I've never done it where you take that inside wire part and you put like quart-sized jars in with a candle and just put a little something around them. Makes a beautiful, rustic, Christmas scene. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys all this. There was actually more, but you get the point. I could not just let this stuff go to the dump, so I just trotted right over there and went through the trash. And I'm glad I did. So we'll get to making something with all these things, and I appreciate you watching, you guys. Like and subscribe if you have any comments on any of this stuff or got any information, because I'm not really good about knowing what stuff's worth or what it even is specifically, for. So if you've got any info, just let me know, okay? And I will see you guys soon, this coming Friday. with another video, and we'll do a craft, because the last couple I know have been hauls, this being the trash haul from the neighbor. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you really soon, okay? It's a Modern Day Nana. Like and subscribe, please. Bye.